You're waiting at the doctor's office or riding in a car or just away from home, there's a good chance that the TV that you need to watch is right in your pocket. Tonight, our tech guru, Rich Brooks from Flight New Media, is here to talk about how to watch live TV, yes, live TV, and a whole lot more right on your phone or tablet. So let's get started with this, Rich. A lot of people think of their phone as a device for maybe YouTube, Netflix, something like that. Can it be used, though, fairly easily to watch real live TV?
Yes, it can, Rob. Now, whether you are still watching cable TV, or you've cut the cable, or you are looking for something free, we've got options for everybody today.
All right, let's start with people who have already are already paying for cable alternatives. Say they're watching YouTube TV, live Hulu, something like that. Can they use their phones to get what they want?
Absolutely, and this may be the easiest way for most of us. So if you're using some of the services you mentioned, or DirecTV, Fubo, Sling, all you need to do is go to the App Store, download that app for your mobile device, log in with the credentials you already have, and you can watch anywhere you can get a signal. And a lot of these channels have a wide variety of different programming, and you're able to stream it. You're already paying for it. You might as well take advantage.
Well, speaking of paying for it, a lot of these services can cost $70, $80, $90 a month for people who are looking to pay less or maybe even pay nothing. What are the options?
Yeah, it is interesting that we all tried to save money by cutting cable, and now we're paying 2 to 3 times as much for all the streaming services we now have.
Didn't work out all that great.
Yeah, but to answer your question, yes, there's an entire category called FAST, which stands for Free Ad-Supported Streaming Television. And these are channels like Pluto TV, Tubi, Plex, and even the Roku channel, which you don't actually need a Roku device for. You just go to the App Store, download it. Some of these don't even require you to set up an account. You can just start watching it. The trade-off here is that it is ad-supported, so you are going to see ads in the middle of your favorite shows. But for those of us who grew up with cable, or for those of us who grew up before cable, it's just like old times. So plenty of opportunities to grab a snack or go to the bathroom. And a lot, depending on the channel, you can find live news, you can find some sports content, classic TV, movies, what have you.
Not trying to toot our own horn here, but a lot of people want to see local news, local weather. Can they do that with some of these things?
Yes. Mostly. So all of the major networks, your NBCs, ABCs, and so forth, have a dedicated news app that you can download. And Amazon TV also has a live TV option as well that includes both national and local news. The caveat is local is not universal. So it's easy to watch local TV from Boston, New York, LA. It's hit or miss when you're looking for a Maine-based channel. But keep in mind that most of the channels up here, if not all of them, either have a dedicated website or app. So people can just go to newscentermaine.com and watch, depending on the time of day, either live news or on-demand content. And that way you'll never miss another episode of 207 again.
Whew, what good fortune. There are obviously all kinds of different categories in TV, have been for a long time, but a lot of people are very keenly interested in family-friendly viewing, stuff that the kids can watch. What are the options there?
So almost all of the channels that I mentioned in the free category do have a dedicated children's channel or tab. And then there's also PBS Kids, which has its own download and it's ad-free, which parents love. So there's a lot of options for family-friendly and kids content without having to give your kid your credit card.
Any final thoughts for anyone who hasn't really explored these options and wants to maybe give them a shot now?
Yeah, I think it's really easy to get started. If you're already using one of those paid streaming services, download it to your phone and start checking it out. If you are looking for something free, I'd recommend starting with Tubi or Pluto TV. Plenty of content there. And for the road warriors out there, keep in mind that most hotels these days give you the option of casting from your smartphone or tablet onto the TV, so you'll never have to miss another episode of 207, and you can watch it on the big screen.
How often, when you're in a hotel room, can you not figure out how to operate the darn TV?
It is 50-50, Rob, and I'm the tech guru.
I am so glad to hear you say that. Rich Brooks from Flight New Media. Great suggestions as always. Thanks so much. We got the full list of the options that Rich listed. You'll find those in the 207 section of our new Center Maine app or website. Stick around. We'll be back right after this.